clipping from the Los Angeles Times, dated November 16th, 1962. Quote, "Well-known actress Blanche Hudson dies on the beach in Malibu. Her sister, ex-vaudevillian star Jane Hudson, has been arrested on multiple charges, including being charged for the murder of their maid, Elvira Stitt. Investigators are still trying to figure out what was going on inside the infamous Hudson sisters' house." "It's mysterious, no doubt," said David. David was one of the lead investigators who had undertaken the grim job of investigating the house in which Jane and Blanche had lived in since 1933. "I know," said his assistant, Detective Joe, as they pulled up to the Hudson house. They got out and looked around the house. The house in of its own self was in a state of disorder. Specifically, the fact of the matter that the windows had rusty bars going across the windows in an extremely ragged state. Another problem was the fact of the matter that the building was outdated, resembling something more that you would see in the 1930s, meaning that this place has not been renovated in years. It was a very old house. David, who had the key, opened the door. When the door opened, he saw a very big interior that was in a state of uncleanliness. There was trash along with empty bottles of gin and whiskey littering the floor. Even though the two were repulsed at the mess, they continued to investigate the interior. "Look here," said David, who ran up to the second floor and pointed to a room. "I think I found what we were looking for." Joe ran up the stairs and looked into the room. It was a small dark room with only a bed, dresser, and TV. In the center of the room was a painting of a beautiful woman. The woman on the painting was Blanche. "This must be her room," said Joe, astonished by what he was seeing. "That's right," said David. "Now, let's get some evidence so we can go. This place is really giving me the creeps." Over time, they eventually ended up searching around the room until they came across something that opened the case wide open. A notebook that was signed by none other than Blanche Hudson herself.